Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Tuesday, the 17th of May. But first, a quick recap on Monday's performance. Well, slightly disappointing. The first running wild, came nowhere, came about 6th, I think, in the end. The next two selections came placed. They just hung on. Well, I say just hung on. They managed to sneak in the extra place if you'd have put the bet on anywhere else apart from Sky Bet, there's a good chance that you would probably have no returns today apart from the non-runner. Well, this is the reason why I use Sky Bet. Yeah, to be fair, I don't like the early prices, and I don't like the fact that you don't get best odds guaranteed. But what you do get, you get a lot of opportunities to have bets in races with extra places, extra payout places. So the stake was £23 on Monday. I returned £17 something, so a slight loss. But anyway, let's get on to Tuesday's selections. Tuesday's selections are a 50p each way lucky 15. There'll be a £1 each way single on 3 of the horses. Then I have gone for a £5 each way single on one of the other horses, on the 4th horse. I shall talk you through it very shortly. So the first selection is Improvise at 10-1 in the 10-past-3 race at Nottingham, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse ran in soft ground, really soft ground at Chester in the Chester Oaks, or the Cheshire Oaks. Ran a disappointing race and apparently it lost one of its shoes. Well, it still entered in the Ribblesdale, which is a Group 2. Well, this horse is only rated 75, I think it's 75. Well, for this horse to be, first of all, to run in the Cheshire Oaks, obviously they thought they got, or still think they've got a decent horse in the stable, in the Michael Bell stable, but rated 75. I'm thinking that if they're realistically going to expect this horse to run in group races, or at least come close or fill the frame in a group race, you'd expect it to at least be able to be very competitive in a Class 5 handicap of 75. So although it's disappointing last time, I think there's still improvement to come, and 4 places, I think it's a decent price at 10-1. The second selection is Purple Rain, and this horse I am taking SP. This is in the 420 at Wolverhampton, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is trained by Ed Dunlop. It's ridden by Holly Doyle tomorrow. It's got cheek pieces on for the first time, having ditched the headgear completely last time, and the previous time it wore headgear. This horse is off 52 tomorrow. It ran very well off, I think it was 57 last time. The time before. I'm not sure whether it stayed the 1 mile 6, but this is 1 mile 4 at Wolverhampton. I'm expecting to be towards the back and Hollydale producing it with a late run. Hopefully, a lot of my horses come with late runs at Wolverhampton. I'm just hoping, like normal, it doesn't insist on going that wide and running the car park, coming to the home turn. So I do think it's got a chance. It is the kind of outsider of the day, in my opinion. It's like the one I'm probably least confident on, but very interested in. The third selection is She's the Danger at 9-1 in the 445 at Nottingham. This is not an extra place race. This is my £5 each way single as well. This horse, in my opinion, just to come in the first 3, has only got to replicate the form of its last race. It looks like it's improved for moving to Roy Bowen's stable. I believe it was from George Scott last time. It ran over course and distance last time. There's so many question marks over the horses in the race. The favourite, the Tom Marquand mount, the William Haggis trained horse. It was very green last season, and who knows? It might not be ready this season yet. It might not be sharp enough to win first time. The second favourite was very disappointing last time. Don't get me wrong, it might be much better than that, but I just think there's so many question marks over the horses in this race that this horse is in decent form. It was actually keen last time and still finished the race very well. So I do really like the look of She's a Danger. And I have taken the 9-1. And finally, Bird on a Wire in the 5:33 at Hexham, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is in half decent form. This isn't that good a race. I do think it could come down to jockeymanship. Theo Gillard is certainly one of the most experienced and certainly one of the best jockeys in this race. I do fancy the horse on form, but it's just a bonus that Theo Gillard has ridden this horse before, has won on this horse before, and Theo Gillard seems to get the best out of this horse. I do think it's a little, when I say it's not a very good race, but it is a little bit competitive because the top 2 in the betting, let me just flick on it and I'll tell you which ones. Johnson's Blue and Dilarchy are very dangerous. They ran against each other last time, but they have both been penalised coming first and second. I think that's what leaves them a little bit exposed, and that's why I have decided to go for Bird on the Wire. So my selections for Tuesday are a 50p each way, lucky 15, £1 each way on 3 of the horses, but a £5 each way single on She's the Danger. Fingers crossed, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.